Unbelievable. We're almost done. Just one more to go. I know you guys can do it. Let's finish this. Hey everybody, this is Yusuf. Dad's Free Time Let's Plays, getting it in. So I forgot to record a couple minutes of footage. Like, I recorded footage of me sucking, and then I forgot to record the footage of me not sucking. So here's footage of me sucking on the last boss, who I defeated, and now can't go back to defeat because I don't want to do it. So, what happened here, as you can see, the bad guy, he takes, the hangman dude, he takes, hold on, let me turn down my thing. He can only be harmed by a spell called Almighty that I don't have, or spells or piercing spells. He cannot be harmed by anything else. As a matter of fact, everything else you throw at him, he absorbs. Okay? So you can either pierce him or hit him with Almighty. Alright, so the problem was that I have a bludgeoning weapon, a striking weapon, or a slicing weapon, and what's it, Akihiko has a bludgeoning weapon. He's a boxer or whatever. Aegis and Yukari, they both have piercing weapons, so that's, you know, to the good for them. Alright? So now that I have my two guys with piercing weapons, the regular plan was just to have them pierce, but this bad guy, he basically hit us with like a enrage spell, and it made me and Akihiko, me being Yusuf Ghibli, made us both mad, and all we could do was run at him and attack. Okay, and that would, because we're enraged, our attacks count for more, and since he absorbs everything but piercing, he was just basically getting re-healed, you know, until we got back together. But then I got frustrated with it because, you know, I formulated a better game plan while I'm sitting here watching it. So I reset the game. You know, I fought a little bit longer to get my, there's this one persona that has arrows spell, and that was pretty cool, I guess. So I fought a little bit more to get him up to having the myriad of arrows spell, and I didn't really use it because it cost 200 hit points, and the first time I did it, it missed the guy. So what I did was, I have a Ring of Serenity. I gave it to Akihiko so that he wouldn't get enraged, and I gave myself a bow instead of the swords that I always use, because they only have slashing damage. So 3 of the characters in the party had piercing weapons, and 1 had fighting weapons that couldn't be enraged. So I put Akihiko on support, because Akihiko has some pretty cool, like, attack down, you know, defense down spells, and everybody else just kind of hit the guy. And while we were beating him up, he did the Enrage All spell and enraged 2 of the people. And they were hitting for double damage every time they started moving. So he was just getting destroyed by his own spell. And then he'd get knocked down after a critical, and we come in and smack him up. It literally took like 2 to 3 minutes to beat the guy, as opposed to here, where it took so long to beat the guy that I gave up and hit the reset button. Then, of course, after that, I went up 2 levels, and I was at the end of the end of my road in Tartarus, and they gave me the last 2 for beating the final Tartarus boss, and for getting to the top of the tower. I got the last 2 judgments, what's it called, S-Links. So now I'm at 10 with that. And yeah, that's it. So that brings you up to where we are now. So let me go ahead and you know, time travel back to the spot where I was. Fortunately, it wasn't too long, but that was the strategy. Took a couple minutes. It was ridiculous. All right. All right, so I finished getting to the top of the Tartarus, and yeah, there's this door back here that I want to know what it is, so I'm going there. It's an enormous door. All right, let's see what they talking about. So far, so weird. Nothing in here. Is this where what's-his-face stays?
It's powerful, but we can attack first. Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Because they said that the, what's-his-name was hiding in Tartarus, so this is a place that probably opened up because of him. Anyway, let's, I'll keep going until we find out what it is. All right, everybody. That's done. I went into that area, and oh my goodness, man, everybody was stacked up with hit points to the ceiling. So I can't wait to go in there and fortify my guys so that they're almost damn near impermeable to Nick's whatever. Anyway, but they got tired, which, you know, makes sense. So we're going back to the real world so that we can fortify more relationships till everybody's better, and then do our thing. 15 days to try and sew up some of these stupid relationships. We're gonna do some more eating, y'all. What is there to do in a small town other than eat anyway? He wants me to not understand him. So you're not like the others. I'm just gonna say, really? I honestly didn't expect you to come back. Nobody treats me like a normal guy, not even my family. I can tell you how they look at me. The pity in their eyes is unmistakable. That face, though. I don't need their sympathy anymore than I need their curiosity. I'm sorry, but I don't expect anyone to pity me. Dying isn't so unusual, is it? What is there to gain by staying in this world for a long time anyway? Never thought about that. They say that necessity is the mother of our industrialized society, and yet fire does not realize that it's burning away. Not exactly foolishness, but sad nonetheless. It's a damn shame, son. Hey, thanks for coming today. You don't seem like everyone else. I'm not sure I know how to describe it exactly, but you don't look down on me the way everyone else does. It's called listening, and, you know, I think it's a bonus if a person, you don't try to fix them. You know what I mean? Unless they really ask you for your opinion. Most of the time, you're just listening to them talk. I try to be that way. It's a little hard to be that way with my wife because she's actually trying to fix things and she doesn't know what she's doing most of the time. Which reminds me, there's a leak in the roof. I gotta check to see if the little bucket thing is full. Damn it. What do I do to deserve this body? I hope we can meet again. Yeah, sure. But only twice more because it's we got 14 days. That's 2 weeks. Probably only gonna see you one more time. let's get started. Zilka, Bessa Bessa. Okay. Lately, there's been a lot going on in the world, but you shouldn't let it get to you. Common people are too susceptible to occult knowledge. The worst thing a magician can do is lose control. Always do what must be done and you'll be fine. Anyway, today's lecture is on the magic of Greece. Greece is known as the birthplace of Western philosophy and rationality, but the art of curses advanced right alongside them. Philosophers such as Socrates, Thales, and Plato were Greek, but it was also the home to legendary enchantresses. For example, there was Medea, the fat black lady in the movies. Anyway, the passionate sorceress of Colchis. She was a witch who didn't hesitate to kill her brother or even her own children. Then there was Circe, the daughter of Helios, who was an expert in both poison and medicine. Without Hermes' help, the legendary Odysseus would have been changed into a pig. There have only been myths, but reading between the lines, you can see Greeks' views on magic. Greek magic began to take shape around the 8th century BC. It was around the same time that the polis, or city-states, were developing. Like many ancient civilizations, they worshipped protector gods. There were temples and priestesses tended. These women would double as oracles. Gradually, however, these ceremonies were performed in secret rather than in public. The reason for this was the people's desire to monopolize the power of the gods. They copied the barbaric practices of legend, sacrificing, drinking, or orgiastic festivals. They were having orgies, basically. Dangerous acts such as these became widespread. Apollo, Dionysus, Orpheus, these were the gods they invoked when performing the rituals. Well, that explains why Dionysus looks the way he does. Look like he's about to look like he's having an orgy all over his body, man. It's a little weird. Anyway, are you all listening? Don't cross the river Styx now. I'll test to see if you are listening or not. Get it wrong and your aura will shift. Zilka, Biza. Now, who should I pick? I choose thee, Yusef. What up, folk? I mentioned 2 Greek sorceresses. One was Medea, and who was the other? The one who kills her children. I think it starts with a C, like Chilka or something. Circe? Very good. Your aura is clear as a mountain spring. It was secrecy like that which turned priestesses into sorceresses. Teachings originally meant to bring salvation to the body and soul fell into mere drunken orgies. Okay. It's like, hey, let's go ahead and observe the power of this. You know what? Let's just have sex. Everybody together now. It's like in church when you have a big sing-along, except instead of singing, it's sex. Luring people into the hideous path of immorality. Necrophilia, using babies for potion ingredients. Oh, that sucks. This is where the abominable black arts begin. So necrophilia is having sex with a dead person. Yuck. Yeah, you listen to this guy talk anymore, man. It's gonna make you have a whole new idea about what's going on with Greek people. Maybe we can finish the damn thing. Nope, not at all. That's it for today's meeting. I don't remember his voice. Yusef-kun, I want to talk to you after the meeting. So what do you want to talk about? I'm sorry to drag you up here, but I wanted to tell you something. The cigarette butt incident will be dropped. They say it's my fault for asking so many questions. I wanted to be student council president next year, and the PE teacher agreed to endorse me. The PE teacher? Does that even hook it up? Like, does a PE teacher carry popularity amongst the students? Why just the PE teacher? Why wouldn't you be getting all of them? Anyway, but I lost any chance of achieving that goal when I disagreed with him. The student body is also annoyed with me. I rambled on about rules and fairness, but all I really proved was that I was desperate for power. Don't blame yourself. No, I know why the president asked you to join student council. Those aren't just empty words nor sympathy. You genuinely mean what you say. The system only works if you have people's trust, and trust is not something you force them to feel. When the PE teacher suggested that you should be a suspect, I felt as if I was being bullied by an ignoramus who just had more power than me. I felt like the truth was being bent, and I might lose a friend as a consequence. If it wasn't for you, Yusef-kun, I would have gotten carried away. Thank you. Sure. Don't mention it. All I did was stand here. It's gotta be nice being the type of friend that everybody admires. You just kind of like stand there like an idiot, and everybody learns their lessons just by being around you. Don't tell anyone what I just told you. I realize it's out of character for me. I'm sure everyone would just make fun of me. Remember, I expect you to keep this a secret. See you later. Yeah, sure. Your mother-in-law got tired of hearing me talk. She's like, let me quietly close the door. Anyway, you overhear a conversation. It's getting cold. I hate to even get out from under the covers these days. Apathy syndrome doesn't sound so bad if you really think about it. I know, right? I could sleep all day, and people would get all concerned for me. I know. Maybe I'll try becoming one, just for a while. Sure. Kenji isn't eating. I can't eat. Dude, listen to this. I've got a serious problem. I saw a magazine on Emery's coffee table. Guess what it was called? In Fashion Magazine? Wouldn't have a problem if it was that, man. It was a bride-to-be magazine, dude. So I began to think. I made up my mind, man. As soon as I graduate, I'm gonna marry Emery. So what do you think, Yusef? I'm gonna say whatever. He's gonna get mad at me. Do you think I'm joking, dude? Do you? Well, look at my eyes, man. I'm serious. Can't touch this. I'm serious in love with Emery, and I'm gonna marry her. He's raising his voice. Uh-oh. Standing on the table and shit. Then Emery Kanu will be known as Emery Tomochika. Tomochika? And I'll make her the happiest wife ever by doing what? Going to college? Everyone is staring at Kenji. Yeah, dude, it's supposed to be a damn secret. You're an idiot. I wanted your support, dude. You got it. You got my support. You're an idiot, though. You should get going. Hey, I wonder how many more times I'll be able to walk home with you like this. Probably 3. I'm going with 3. At the most. Why is she sitting with me in the library? We only have a short time to be together like this. Soon, we'll be looking back nostalgically at these times. Something happened? I'm just tired. There's no need for you to worry. Since my father passed away, I've been faced with many difficult problems. My inheritance, the future of Kirijo, and the expectations of everyone involved with both. Most likely, I won't be able to attend college or begin a profession. I mean, how you need to begin a profession when you're a fucking heiress to a fortune? You don't even need college. Whatever. I will have to find another path. I mean, isn't that the reason people go to college? So they can find out their profession? Oh, run a company. Oh, it's so hard. Say, Ghibli, what are your thoughts on marriage? The social agreement, it's based on compromise. Hi, so... I believe in all of these things. I don't know about the result of love. I have a weird idea of love. Because really it's at some point it's tolerating each other. At their age, it's love because the idea of love is very active. Once you start having a job and responsibilities and stuff, you just want somebody to not fuck up your life. You know what I mean? Or you want somebody to fuck up your life in a manner in which you don't go to jail. Who knows? But the rest of these, it's everything. That's why the answer is really loaded. Here we go. Yes, that's true. Marriage is a social agreement between two consenting parties based on the mutual benefit of their association. That is what distinguishes it from merely dating. I'm sorry, I don't think I should be discussing this with you. Wow, look at how the words just fell off the speech bubble like that. That's so weird. Mitsudo seems down. My parents' marriage was arranged for strategic reasons. But as time passed, they slowly grew to love each other. I don't consider them unfortunate. Love comes in all different forms. Do you disagree? That's a tough one. I could speak with my father one last time. Or if I could speak with my father one last time, I would ask him. You want to take me to the library to have these discussions? I can't believe the library is closing and we're still here. Talking in the library. I'm not setting a very good example as student council president. We should go. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go out. It's fine with me. It was very interesting. I'd rather just be Mitsudo's friend and she can give me an awesome job. If we bone, then she's not gonna give me an awesome job. Unless it's her husband, and that's not an awesome job. Been watching that princess stuff, you know? It sucks. It's She'll be like, I need somebody who has my back. I was like, no! I was good just playing golf with these other people. Alright, so I just read up on the big door, and I've been in there for like, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half or so. I'm like level 91. I am sure to win no matter what comes at me, since level 75 was the suggestion. So I feel confident that I can go ahead and finish the game now. I read up on it, and apparently on your second playthrough, hold on 1 second, let me move the mic. On your second playthrough, you fight in this dungeon. Every monster is 88 plus, which allows you to level up very quickly. So I was able to go in there with the rest of my crew and help them out, all except for Koromaru, which I didn't, fuck him. And you're supposed to finish Elizabeth's quest number 55, which will allow you to fight Elizabeth. And I have to play the game through on a new game plus to even get that request. Otherwise, once I get to the 10th floor, I get 1 million yen, which, I don't need. I'm up to 3 million yen right now, and I already got all the weapons I want. All that crap. So, 10 days left. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Call it a day so I can play more games. I think I'm not going to play another JRPG for quite some time, or another standing still JRPG. I'll probably play an action JRPG because I like hitting people, but to me there's no fun in not button mashing. Anyway, let's do it. Let's finish this. Our career counseling is next week, right? Are you planning to go to a university, Yumi? Yup. I'm going to school overseas. This is the first I've ever heard about this. I'm your boyfriend. You have to tell me stuff. Oh, y'all got matching bags and everything. Come on, lunchtime. Nope, nobody wants to talk to me during lunchtime. It's messed up, man. It's been restless out there lately. Have you seen all those flyers at the station? But none of that stuff has any credibility. There's no certainty in what they say. That's right, it's a matter of probability. Hey, don't give me those looks. At the end of the world, let's discuss this with respect to probability. I'm not gonna fall asleep. I happen to like these things. Besides, they actually extend the story slightly. So, as you can see, you can't prove the end of the world is nigh, which means you shouldn't worry about it. Instead, take a good look at the elegance of this proof. Fair enough. Damn, Yukari don't want to do anything cool. There's one more store I want to go to. You don't mind, right? Hold on, I've got a phone call. Oh. Hello? Yeah, what? So, get to the point, okay? Huh? It's not funny. What? How do you think that would make Dad feel? Fine, do whatever you want. Just don't call me again. Sorry. What'd you say? It doesn't matter. Well, I guess that was the wrong thing to ask. Sorry, my mom says she wants to get remarried. I don't really care if she wants to get married again, but I can't stand how she's been living. Running away from life, jumping from guy to guy. I mean, she's not gonna do that now. She's getting married, right? I don't think it's fair to my dad. Sorry, I'm okay now. Thanks. And I'll never be like her. I'll never be that weak. I mean, what? Running away to forget your problems is the worst thing you can do. I mean, but you know where she is. I've decided that I'm gonna live on my own. I'll show her that I can be happy that way. Okay. He's like, I think you've lost your mind. Oh, sorry. She said, for some reason, I feel like I can tell you anything. Let's head back now. I'll do the rest of my shopping some other day. Sorry, it seems the conversation between these girls are almost exactly the same. That's why I forgot to read it. It's like, yeah, that's a... Oh, she's actually saying it out loud. 1 week until the 31st, huh? I think you already know this, but once you go into Tartarus the 31st, you won't be able to leave until the battle is over. If we lose, there won't be a tomorrow, and we won't get a chance at a rematch. You should spend this next week getting prepared for the fight. I mean, I'm already level 90. What have you been doing, bro?